いつでもどっからでもいいぜ。
Yo, what's going on, Poke Bros? Want to introduce you guys to a draft league that I am taking part in. I'm going to be doing some recording. I'm going to try and get every game in this. I just have a lot of fun recording, actually, and I figured it might make it more fun for the participants. Want to give you an idea of the players. I'll do a quick once-over of my team, and then the subsequent videos will be the week-over-week recordings, the games between everyone, just so we have them all kind of stored in one place. And I will record my building, or at least like a team preview maybe. I don't know, I'll figure that out. I don't know if I'll record as I'm playing, because I will have trouble focusing, admittedly. But we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. We've got 4 divisions. Chi-Yu, Qian-Pao, Ting-Lu, and as you might guess, Wo-Chien. Some really cool players, some really fun players in here. A lot of my friends got together to participate in this. A little bit of a prize. I think it's a few $100s or something like that. And yeah, I've never won a draft league. Actually, this is the second season of the Worrywhirl Draft League, the one that we are participating in. Shout outs to TDK. He is the host. He does a lot of hard work. He does a really good job, gets us all together for all of us. There was a last season, and then we had an off season, like a mini draft. Watashi FLCL won both of those, so I imagine he's kind of the favorite to win again. He's very good. But we'll see what we can do. So as for players, I'll do my division last, because that's the one that I need to make it out of to even meet any of these other guys in playoffs. In Chi-Yu, we got Ginku, we've got Aiko, we've got Reina, we've got Gary, we've got Finch, we've got my man Jacob, we got Sam, and we have Alyssa. I think everyone kind of has a pretty reasonable team. There's none that I'm too upset about, or upset, well, there's none that I think are particularly poor. The classic pseudo Wudo, the 1-pointer or 2-pointer or whatever. We'll skip over Qian-Pao for just a moment. Let's take a quick look at Ting-Lu. Actually, let me do a best of. Who do I think is going to win this division? Let's see. I think Gary has a good chance. I think this is a neat team. D-Knight can't Terra. Remember, only one Mon can Terra. I think I might give it to him. I really like Aiko's team, too. I actually predicted against Aiko in the first week, but I forget who they're playing, but what was I going to say? I think it was just one awkward matchup. I'm not going to figure it out right now. But in general, look, this is a pretty solid team. You get the webs up with the Clutch Cricketoon. You got some prankster stuff going on with this guy. The Terra King Gambit. I think it's good stuff. So I think actually I'll say Aiko has in my opinion, the coolest team in this division. So we'll move down. Let's take a quick look at Ting-Lu. We've got my friend Thea. We've got Shake. We've got BT Boy. We've got Matty Brolick. He's the man. McMegan's playing with us. Roro. My other boy Poick, good friend of mine. Roses, and all these are my friends. I gotta stop saying that. And we've got Zoe. Taking a quick look over at the teams here. Let's see who I like the best. Maddie's good, and he always does well in draft league, so he'll be up there. But actually, I think the team that I would give number 1, and I did this one because I was talking with Thea about it, I would probably give it to Shake. Mainly because his team is just so fucking cheesy. Like, okay, if you get past the Swift Swim shit, then you got to deal with Shedtail. You beat Shedtail, you got to deal with Psychic Terrain on Burden. He even has fucking Golden Go, man. Like, this is very classic Shake. I think it'll be a huge pain in the ass to actually play his team. Because you're just going to lose to one of his stupid fucking gimmicks. I really like Thea's team also too, which is funny because this is her first draft as far as I know. And I think she did a really good job. Dragapult, we got the big Zamazenta, Terra Garg, classic Masquerade, the best Weber in the tier. Mouse can do a whole lot of things. I think this draft has a lot of really good teams. I like McMegan's too, because it's just fucking like balls to the wall. His avatar kind of fits it perfectly. So if I had to say a winner, yeah, I'd still probably give it a Shake. Maybe McMegan, because he's a really good player, of course. Take a look at Wo Chen. We've got Mana, Ban Mana. We've got SG. We've got two-time champ Watashi. He won the first season and the sort of intermission season we did. Watashi always wins. He's a threat. We've got Gondra. We've got CBB. We've got Sam. And we've got Carson, TDK, and Lily. So, a lot of good players again. Wow, as I'm reading this is actually a pretty solid group of players. Not just this one, but all of them. So let's see. I'll give my determination here, then we'll do mine. Lily, I love the Salamence pick. I love Tinglu. Two of my favorite. Well, Salamence is like my third or fourth favorite mon ever. Tinglu I really like a lot too. In this one, I really liked CBB's team. It's just bulky as probably the best spinner in the tier. This Dondozo was, I think, a good pick. I really wanted him, but I couldn't make it fit. But he was really undervalued. Like, if we take a quick look, where is it? Dondozo. Yeah, he was only 11 points. And for 11 points, you get an unaware mon, you get a setup mon, you get probably one of the best waters just available. So I really did like the Dondozo pick. That kind of ties everything together with the more general usage that he gets from all these guys. Let's see who else. Watashi I might just pick as the winner because he's got his Chi-Yu. You know, he knows he always wins this shit, and he has Chi-Yu, who just seems completely unfair in some respects. So I think for Wo Chen, I'll say that CBB will win it. It's him or Watashi, but I'll give it to CBB this time. Now, granted, top 4 of every division makes it out, and there are 8 people in the division. So, you know, you don't even have to do particularly well to get out of the group stage, but, you know, you want to win it if you can. All right. And let's take a quick look at the Handsome Men division, the Qian Pao division. We've got TPP, we've got Edgar, we've got Nyx, we've got Mencemeat, we've got my boy Star, we've got my boy Lax. This is the Northeast Corridor right here. Actually, I'm sorry, let's go over to Rob too. All Northeasters got kind of laid in here. Quick review of my team to give you guys an idea of what I'll be bringing and using for this tournament. I chose Roaring Moon right off the bat. That was actually a mistake, mainly because I didn't realize this. Take a look at this. Roaring Moon is Terra banned, and I was on my way to a wedding when the draft started, and August texted me and said that I was holding things up. So I had to get on. I wasn't really clued in, so to speak. And I took Roaring Moon first. I thought that I could Terra him. I can't. Turns out he's a bit of a noob trap, apparently. So I am the only one who took Roaring Moon. But still, one of my favorite Pokemon. Easily in my top 5 all time. I think he might even swap in with Men's, actually, because he's just a better Men's. So after Roaring Moon, I was really close to the wraparound pick. Rob was the one after me, so I didn't have to worry too much about not getting who I wanted. I doubled it up with a Dark Spam idea by grabbing King Gambit. I just think these two are going to be a pain in the ass if I'm throwing off +2 Sucker Punches, +1 Crunches. I can Terra this to kind of get rid of problems from time to time. So I think that's a fine core to kind of start with. I usually like to have my offensive idea started with, and then I'll build around it. Now, from there, I needed something to come in on fairies. I knew that was going to be a problem, and I needed speed. I always draft really fucking slow teams in these things, so I was like, all right, get a fast mon, just make your life a little easier. I grabbed Cinderace, and that's my hazard control as well. I have Court Change there. Protean, or whatever it's called on him, will be useful because I can snipe at certain things. He's got a pretty good move pool: Hide, Jump Kick, Gunk Shot, Iron Head, Pyro Ball, Court Change, U-Turn, Sucker. Pretty good stuff that he can do, and he's so fast that I can cheat against a lot of teams and run a good amount of bulk, and he still outspeeds what he needs to outspeed. Now, for my fourth pick, I've never used this mon before. I used it in that one recording, but that was about it. I chose Enamorous Therian. I needed a fighting resist. I kind of knew that. I just did not want these guys. Like, if someone comes in with like a Scarf CC, I wanted to really make them regret that play. So I took Enamorous Therian. Really bulky mon. It seems a little underwhelming already, but I'm going to give it a shot. Let's see what I can get. You can do some Iron Defense on Calm Mind. I start to panic that I was going to get fucked over in terms of a ground. If you kind of scan over, all of the good grounds were kind of taken. Ting Lu, we got Shocks. Shocks is a good play. I thought that was smart by Star. Got Garchomp, and TPP has Great Tusk. Edgar has Ursaluna. So I was a little nervous about not getting a ground, and I just jumped ahead and grabbed Sandaconda. He's not good. Every other ground on every other player's team is better than Sandaconda, but you know, he's got Glare, which is a way for me to hack some wins. I think I don't know, I think I don't have to run this Sandstorm spit up thing, but I might actually, because then I can use it to time Torkoal a little better. I don't know, I'll figure that out. Speaking of, right after the Enamorous pick, I asked Watashi for some help, and I didn't even realize I was close to a Sun. And he kind of pointed that out to me. I was gonna do like Slowbro, Heracross, and he said, "You're doing a Sun, just go do Sun." So I said, "Yeah, that's a good point." I grabbed Torkoal. So this is hazards and control if I need it too. So if I don't want to do Court Change with Cinderace, if I need to run, 4 attacks or something, I can do that. So Torkoal can do, rocks and spin and lava plume and all that nonsense. Yawn if I need to, Wisp. I've never really played a lot of weather before, even when it was like the meta in the early stage of this generation. I didn't play a lot of weather. Just not really my style, but I figured, it's fun to use unique stuff. It's fun to use unique stuff in these draft formats. Now, I thought that I thought that Jumpluff was a genius pick. 1 point, which enabled me to get Walking Wake with the rest of my points. Gives me a ground resist, immune rather. Gives me a fighting resist. But what's more, take a look at this. Setup, potentially setup. And this is going to have, not only is it going to have Memento, not only is it going to have Encore, not only is it going to have Sleep Powder, it could even do Sub-Seed, but I don't know about doing that right off the bat. In Chlorophyll, when it's +2 speed, it's going to outspeed everything too. So Jumpluff's going to be pretty useful, I think. I'm going to get a lot of use out of this guy. I actually really like Jumpluff too. I have a shiny of this one as well in-game. And then last pick, kind of obvious, but I needed a water. Everyone else could not afford it at this point because I had just saved up my points, so I grabbed the Walking Wake. This thing is a beast in draft as far as I can tell, because you don't really have the luxury of like super sturdy water resists. Like, look at Rob. Rob's water resist is Quaquaval. Or Meowscarada. Like, that's still gonna take. It can't come in on like a Specs Hydro Steam or something like that. Lax does a little bit better with Slowking, admittedly, but maybe I can do some wacky stuff to beat that. Star has the Cacturn. Cacturn comes in on water moves, no problem. And he has Azu, obviously, but Azu gets like 2 hit KO'd or 3 hit KO'd from basically any Walking Wake set. My first match is against Mincemeat. So I've already actually started building for him. I'll do another video with my team and the game itself. Let's see. Anyone else here? I think TPP has a really good draft. It just looks really sturdy. And he has Earthworm, which gives him some kind of cheese nonsense. Though, I'm not going to lie. I think that we could do it. I'll definitely get top 4. Or at least I think I will. I'll try my best. In terms of players, I think literally everyone. The only player I don't really know is Nyx. I've not played or watched her play. Unfortunately, I think every other player in here is better than I am. Lax and Star and Rob, I would say, and Mincemeat are definitely better players than me. TPP is definitely a better player than me. I don't know if Edgar plays a lot anymore, but I'm pretty sure he's better than me. I'm hoping Nyx, because I don't know them super well, I'm hoping they're worse than me, but I'm going to have to hope for some luck here. Some luck or some nonsense. But I usually get that. So overall, standard draft league, we're gonna have a good time. I will be uploading the rest of my building and all that stuff in some way, shape, or form once I kind of decide on the format. And shortly after this video, I will start doing the replays. I'm gonna try and get everyone in there because I think it'd be really cool if we could look backward, right? A year, 2 years from now, and watch the videos and see the games and remember all that stuff. I'm going to try and do some collab stuff too. TPP had a really good idea. We can get together maybe once or twice a week and kind of co-commentate and talk about cool sets and stuff like that. So I think we'll have fun with it. I'm not super professional, as my 15 fans know. I don't have editors or anything like that. And I steal all the music on the channel. So that's kind of an issue in terms of professionalism as well. But in any case, we're just gonna have fun with it. All right, guys. I'm gonna shift right over into recording the other one, so I'm just gonna kind of end this abruptly. Will I make this a concast? Is the thing? No, I don't think I will. This will be a separate series. All right. Well, cool. Thanks for your time. Talk soon. Bye.